Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the alternate setup. So apologies if the audio is a little weird, but we're here with one of my favorite teams we've made. Now, there's a lot of cool Pokemon I love this run, but like these four right here, Lovedas, Caxorus, Infernape, and Samurott, DC, Delaware, Texas, and Colorado are some of my favorite Pokemon this run, and I'm so excited to use them all in this fight. This fight's pretty cool. I'm hoping, if everything goes right, we actually only need 4 of these Pokemon. If everything goes right, we will actually only need 4 of these Pokemon. These movesets, some of these movesets are super tailored down to the exact move. Others were put together at the last minute. There was a really cool cutscene, but I've mentioned this before. My computer's a little low on storage, and it's like 3 consecutive cutscenes. That would add like an extra like 4 minutes to the video, and they are cool, and you should totally watch them if you haven't played through White or Black 2. They're so good. The kyurem cutscenes, absorbing Reshiram and all that stuff, it's really good, really cool. I remember finding those cutscenes really sad when I like originally played through these games. But alas, no time, no storage for that. It is crazy though that Ghetsis literally, he tries to kill you. He orders kyurem to glaciate the trainer. Like, to just straight up summon ice spears to kill you. Like, that's crazy. That is crazy for a Pokemon game. But here we are. This is not the right thing. We're at this. So, this is the Ghetsis fight. We have White Kyurem and then back-to-back Ghetsis. This is not too hard. This is like the equivalent of the Cyrus fight from Renegade Platinum, if you guys have played that. I do think it's easier. I actually do think it's easier. This game, almost every fight in this game is harder than most fights in Renegade Platinum. I do think that Cyrus is like the hardest fight in Renegade Platinum, and it's probably harder than this. Now, we've got a little interesting plan. I do also think, like, basically the only difference between this game is you have to fight Kyurem White instead of Kyurem Black. I do think Kyurem White is actually harder because of this move right here. Esper Wing is a +1 priority psychic move, which means like a lot of the strategy for this would be like you have Blaziken or you have Infernape, which just outspeed and one-shot both of these Kyurems with close combat. But Esper Wing means that I'm basically always risking crit if I use Infernape. So Infernape is on the team, and you would think Infernape is a really good lead here. But if it clicks Esper Wing, which it should, because Esper Wing is highest base power, I'm just always dead to crit, and I always risk crit, and I didn't want to do that. So we're leading Samurott, and we're going to get into this fight and explain a little bit. That was a long intro to this video. Kyurem. So this thing has Esper Wing, which is why we're leading Samurott instead. Now, Samurott is still weak to Esper Wing, and Samurott would be dead to Esper Wing crit if Samurott could be crit. But Shell Armor Samurott is the GOAT. So we are clicking Superpower here. We are Life Orb, Superpower does kill. I think he's going to click Esper Wing. It's super effective, it's highest base power, and it has priority. All those things make me believe he should click Esper Wing. However, he does have Ice Burn. Ice Burn does about 50%, so less damage than Esper Wing, but Ice Burn, he has Power Herb. Ice Burn also has a 30% chance to burn. So I think there might be some weird AI situations where because Esper Wing doesn't see kill, he just clicks Ice Burn anyway. If he clicks Ice Burn, completely fine, as long as he doesn't burn. And in fact, we're actually going to click Protect here. Because he has no way of setting up, which means if he chooses to click Ice Burn turn 1 for some reason, we're going to eat up that Power Herb, and then we're always fine. Which means the only way that this initial fight against Kyurem White can go wrong is if he doesn't click Ice Burn turn 1, decides to randomly click it turn 2, lands it, and then gets the burn. And even then, Samurott lives, I just have to pivot. So, show me Esper Wing or Ice Burn. It's Ice Beam. Okay, is this random AI? Because that should never happen. That would be bad if he froze me. That'd be really bad if he froze me. Okay. Oh. Wait, what? Did the Power Herb not work? I mean, this just kills. Or did he click Ice Burn last turn and I didn't see? Or does he not actually have a power? I have no idea what happened there. Not gonna lie. No clue what happened. We do have EXP share on hacks. That way, my Pokemon that are like level 77 and 78 don't get over level. Yeah, you suck, bro. What's that sound? Alright, Ghetsis! So that kyurem was really easy. Dude, banger. Okay, so here's what we're doing. This Cofagrigus is a little interesting. Will-O-Wisp, Protect, and Trick Room. I've seen it basically like just randomly always have a chance to click Protect and Trick Room. What I want to do is I want to knock off, because I think this guy's going to protect, or he's going to Trick Room as much as possible. Which means I just want to, or he's going to protect as much as possible, which means I just want to mitigate that leftover healing. The worst case is that he just like triple or quadruple protects and fully heals. So Surf does like 60 to 70%. It would easily 2-ko, but if he got a double protect or just had some weird AI moment, he would live 2 Surfs, and then if he Trick Rooms and he outspeeds me, there's some weird situations. Knock off in a Surf always kills, and I knock off his leftover so he can never heal out of that, and I just want to do that. I expect Trick Room here. Okay, that kind of sucks, actually, I'm not going to lie. He Trick Rooms. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. Protect. We just want to stall Trick Room here. I think Trick Room is 4 turns. So there's Hex. Hex crit doesn't kill me. Even though I can now be crit. I'm just going to Surf. He's going to outspeed me here. Maybe he Surfs. Maybe he Protects. Nice. Beautiful. Awesome. I think I do have to Surf here. No. I can just Protect again. I can just do this until Trick Room runs out because I outspeed him. Yeah, okay. I would have outsped him outside of Trick Room, is what I mean. Okay, so we're going to take some Life Orb Chip, we're going to take some Burn Chip, and then we're going to die here. And I think Trick Room should go out next turn. Now, Twister Dimensions are awesome. Awesome. Super duper cool. Now, here's the interesting question. This does matter a little bit. Samurott against Electros. Wild Charge Mineral is 174. We are not always dead. That kind of sucks. Which means this is probably Coil. This could be Wild Charge, but it's probably Coil. The really cool thing about Haxorus is that Electros usually is Levitate, which means it has no weaknesses. Haxorus has Mold Breaker. Wild Charge, awesome. Crit doesn't kill me here. This can't para. We're fine. And with Mold Breaker, I am Brave Nature, so I'm plus attack nature. With Mold Breaker, Earthquake, 76 raw. My item is an EXP share. Like, it just kills this thing. It is incredible. Haxorus is so good. And then Haxorus has a really, really clean bait line where it's going to bait Genesect here. Awesome. Haxorus, I believe, is dead to... Oh, my God. Dude. I completely forgot about that. I mean, there's not much I can do. Click Bug Buzz, please. Click Bug Buzz, please. Bug Buzz, please. Okay. I mean, that's fine. It's a little more damage. Dude. I did prep for this, by the way. I did prep for this because I knew I was going to get frozen, dude. Now, I might be dead because I forgot download was a thing. I might be dead to +1. I do outspeed this thing, but it has Focus Sash. +1 Thunderbolt crit, yeah, is probably going to kill me. I have Shell Bell, which means I might heal out of some rolls. I think I just have to risk it. I need the damage here. I need to break this Focus Sash. I have other Pokemon that outspeed and have priority and stuff, but I can't really risk to just keep switching and lose momentum. Oh Oh my god, this is actually really important. This is so important. It's so important that he doesn't crit me right here. This should heal a good amount. I know Shell Bell sucks. Oh, I get the burn. That's so... fine, I guess. I actually am starting to realize I should have always run Cherry Berry here, too. We got really lucky. It should have been Cherry Berry instead of Shell Bell, because... like, Cherry Berry would have been fine, or Shell Bell would have been fine if I didn't need Infernape to outspeed and kill this thing next. Infernape has a big role here. Kills Genesect, kills Gyarados. So, also, by the way, if I didn't get the burn, it wouldn't have really mattered. It actually might have been better, because I would have just clicked... I would have gotten a little more Shell Bell healing, I guess. Alright. But because of this, I'm a little lower than I anticipated on Infernape. Dude, that was scary. I thought I had planned this fight so well. Okay, so we are dead to Dynamic Punch. We're not dead to Stone Edge, not dead to Thunder Punch, not dead to Cross Poison. Okay, cool. So we're just going to U-turn here. We're going to get a little bit of chip damage. Three points of Shell Bell healing. Should always be Dynamic Punch. Starmie is not dead to Dynamic Punch crit. And Starmie has a Person Berry. To heal off this incoming confusion that is guaranteed. Starmie Psychic with no item does exactly 99%, which means after the U-turn, it always kills. Last Pokemon here is going to be Hydreigon, and if you guys saw our moveset, you already know what we're doing. This would also be a pretty free pivot into Love Disc, why I brought it. So I did say we would potentially only use 4 Pokemon here, and we're only going to use 4 Pokemon. I should have prepped better on that Infernape thing. That's my bad. We do outspeed. Dazzling Gleam does about 126% min roll. Goodbye, Hydreigon. Ghetsis is done. Losing Infernape is probably not terrible there, though I have honestly been thinking Infernape could come to the E4, so I should have played that a little safer. For sure. I just forgot about download. Oh, dude, such a banger. Such a banger, man. Oh, dude, I forgot they leave his little staff there. Goodbye, N. No. Alright, well. Dude, oh my god. Dude. I'm like trying to make these fights so riskless, and I just miss things. I need to like do one final check before all of my fights. Where I like check for like abilities and items and stuff that I might have missed, because this has happened so many times this run. And no punish there, but crit or para would have been really bad, because I have like nothing in the back for Gyarados. I actually should have always... I think I got rid of Thunderbolt for Power Gem, and I should have never done that. Thunderbolt was always at least like some sort of recourse. Yeah, because I knew that T-Bolt could parry me, but I was like, it doesn't matter, because I'm just going to kill Genesect anyway. But yeah, Cherry Berry would have always been that better there than Shell Bell, and I still would have risked the crit, but at least I risk a little less. But that, my friends, is the Team Plasma Gauntlet, and all that's left Okay, all that's left is the victory road, which we still have 4 more fights. We have the weather gauntlet, which is 2 back-to-back, like 2 different back-to-back fights, Lance, and then we have our rival. So we have 4 more fights and we have the Elite Four. So 5 videos after this, you guys should see coming. We've got 2 more encounters. This theme, by the way, is a banger. This is White Tree Hollow. It's so good. This doesn't happen in the normal games, right? Yeah, I think this is like a post-game thing that Drayano added. Good theme though. White Tree Hollow is a banger. And we're gonna end it there. That was Ghetsis. A little risky. A little riskier than I would have liked, but everything else is cool. And I'll see you guys for the Elite Four. I'll probably, for the Victory Road. The first fight on Victory Road. And I will, I'll do a little bit of a box talk through in one of those videos. Since we'll have our final encounters at that point, right? But the next time I record a video, I'll have all my encounters laid out, so. We're going to do that next time. And Ghetsis, my friends.